Hey there, good morning, everybody. I want to welcome you all here to the Prog Monster. My name is Murph. I'm the host of this show. So, we're doing an episode of next week. It's a show I do every week now. I changed it a few weeks ago. We're doing it on Saturdays instead of Sundays. That was called this week. This is called next week. So, basically, what we're doing is I'm just going to be talking about what the content of the channel will be for the week. It's just simple, nothing more fancy than that. This week we'll be addressing all of the regular channel shows as well as the monthly series episode that we're running for January, which is my 31 favorite rock albums from 1973. Also be addressing next month's series, which we'll get into a little bit, and the mini series, which I was going to start this week, but I think I'll wait till the end of this month and start in February, which is the new mini series. It'll be the first of 7 mini series in a row, going once a week on Thursdays, and they will travel through probably almost till the fall. Okay, and in addition to that, that's about it. Nothing else to tell you, so I'm going to get into it. We'll start with the Sunday morning breakfast live, which will be tomorrow morning. And we're going to be featuring this group, the Electric Prunes. So this is a box set that I bought just before Christmas. I've gone through the entire box, the entire set of discs, 6 of them in total, including 4 studio albums, a live album, and a kind of a hits album, I guess you might want to call it, called Shadows. So we'll be talking about all that, the booklet, and the band in general for tomorrow for my Sunday morning breakfast live show. Okay, so the next show up, and that will come at 9 a.m., sorry. The next show up is called Into the Progverse. We've been doing this one now for a while. Comes out on Sunday night. Basically, I feature different topics that are progressive in nature, and for those of you who've been following it, we've run now, I think, 1, 2, 3 episodes on various years. This year, we are going to be doing the prog albums from 1974. There's quite a few of them. So hopefully you will be able to find something you like and bring it to light. And that's what we're doing for Into the Progverse tomorrow, Sunday night at 8 p.m. live. See you then. Next up, is the look back at a classic rock album. We do this on Mondays. I've chosen this album. I was back and forth between this and his other album that I own because I like them both, but I think I've been a lot more into this one lately, so we're going to deal with this. This is Rick Wakeman's Journey to the Center of the Earth, featuring Rick Wakeman, of course, and the Royal Festival Hall at the Royal Festival Hall of London, featuring the London Symphonic Orchestra, and I believe they have David Minchin as the conductor. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on here. I've quite liked this. It's kind of like listening to a book in music, so that's what I like about it. So we'll be doing that for a look back at a classic rock album featuring Rick Wakeman's Journey to the Center of the Earth. That will be out at Monday at 8 p.m. Next is the mini-series called Questions 2. This, I believe, will be the 6th episode, which will come out on Tuesday at 8. At this point in time, I haven't got the details down, but it will definitely be out that day. Next up is Favorites, episode where I pick some kind of a ranking or some kind of list of some kind, and I put it on there. Every week we do an episode. This week we're doing ranking the songs off an album. This is a show that I used to have, but I've incorporated it into this one. It's going to be featuring this band. Sorry, we got a dog that's a little bit on the barky side out there today. This is Men at Work and their Business as Usual album. We'll be ranking the 10 tracks on here for those of you who like to see what those 10 tracks are. There you go. So this is an album I like quite a bit, and surprisingly, I liked it a bit. I wasn't expecting to like this band so much, and I do. I'd like to get the other 2 albums, but haven't yet to find them. But for now, we're going to be ranking Men at Work's Business as Usual, and that will come out Wednesday at 8. Next up, we have new Prog albums. So now I've split this, for most of you who know this now, I have split the What's New show into two. One of them will deal with rock albums of all genres, and the other one will deal with prog albums. And this is the new prog album. One is called New Prog Albums, apropos. Anton Ruhlhart and his album, The Ballad of General Jupiter. I've been looking at this album now for a couple of weeks thinking, should I do this? Shouldn't I do it? And I decided I'm going to go ahead and do it. In the past, I might have passed on it only because I only had so many spots on the What's New, but now I can do a lot more stuff that I've wanted to do, and that's what I'm going to do today, or that day, Thursday at 8 p.m. for new prog albums. Next up is Friday night's Who Did It Better. It's a show in which Ben gives me a track and two artists that performed it, sometimes an original artist and a cover artist, sometimes a couple of covers. Anyways, we're going to be doing that Friday at 8 p.m. Still haven't received the thing, but then that just came out last night, so I don't expect that for a few more days. So anyways, next up is Saturday. So Saturday usually have at least two, often three shows. So Saturday at 12, we will be doing Next Week, which is the show we're doing right now, and I'll be talking about the following week, and that will come out on the Saturday at 12, and it'll be for the week of the 25th through the 31st, so the final week of the month, and this will be episode 4. Next up is New Albums Purchased. This is a show I do once a month when I collect all the albums I purchased for the month, in this case of January, and I will break them down, show you what I got. If they're new, we'll do an packaging of them. If they're used, I'll talk about how I got them and that kind of stuff. So that will come out Saturday at 4 p.m. And then the final show of the week, final regular show of the week, which was What's New, is the other half of this new album thing I'm doing. And I will pick albums from bands that aren't progressive in nature. They could be anything. It could be hard rock, heavy metal, pop, punk, psychedelia, all that kind of stuff could come into play. Although for the space rock, I'll probably reserve to put that on the prog one instead of on this particular show. So What's New this week will be featuring Soen. It's the album's called Reliance, so we'll be doing that for What's New this week, and the time for that will be at 8 p.m. Saturday night. So we'll also have one tonight too, in case you forgot. It's going to be the AC/DC like band. We're going to be doing them. So anyways, next up is the series. So I've been doing this series for the month of January, my 31 favorite rock albums from 1973. We're getting down to 7 more, or 6 more. Yeah, 7 more. And then one of them will come out tomorrow morning, and then we'll have one for each day going to the end of the week. And then we'll be into the final week. It's getting closer. A lot of interesting bands this week. A lot of bands that are really well-known bands too. So I think people who like those really well-known bands will have a good week this week. So that's it for the series for the month of January. Upcoming next month's series. So I've been thinking about this, and I've come up with this kind of idea that I wasn't quite sure how this would evolve, but I think it's evolved sufficiently enough to announce it. So we're going to be doing a series called Where Are They Now? Or Where Are They Going? So which I will start out with one album, and from that album, I will pick one artist, the musical artist, or I may pick the producer, depending on who it is, and I will then, the next album forward will be an album that features that artist. So we'll just keep moving along, attaching them by that way, by the artist. So for example, if I have a Led Zeppelin album, for instance, and I decide the next album would maybe be a Robert Plant album. So the goal, I guess, will be for you guys to try to figure out which artist I'm going to pick and which direction I might go. Anyways, I think it'll be fun episode to keep connecting the dots all the way along. I'm not quite sure where it's going to end up, but I know where it's going to start. I've already picked the album for the starter. So we will begin that We will begin that series in February. It'll go 28 days in total. Next up is the mini series that I've been talking about forever. Seems to me, at least a couple of years I've been going on about this, and I'm now ready to start it. And we're going to do it one day a week. It'll be probably after work, like 5 or 6 o'clock release, in which I'm going to pick the mini series. The first one will be entitled They Got It All Started. We're going to do one for each decade all the way up to 2010. So there'll be 7 series in total. This one will have 7 episodes. I've picked 7 artists that I feel have contributed largely to rock music from the 1950s onward. So they got it kind of started. I've already got the 7 artists picked, and we'll be doing 7 episodes on that before we move on to the 60s and then 70s, 80s, 90s, so on. So some of the series will have 7 episodes, some as little as 5, some as little as 4. It'll just depend on how I feel about it when I get there. So anyways, They Got It Started. That will start in February from the 1950s, 7 episodes in total. And then as soon as that one's done, we'll go to the next one, the next series, which will be the 1960s. Anyways, I hope that this will be a little bit fun and a little bit interesting for both me and you, and that's what matters. Anyways, that's pretty much it for this month, for next week. I hope there's something in there that is of use to you and of enjoyment to you. And that's all that matters. And I hope to see you all then throughout the week. So please hit the like and subscribe if you want to make any comments or anything that you thought, that you enjoyed in the past that you might want me to do more on. That would be good as well. So anyways, take care. Have yourself a good evening and a good day, and goodbye here from the Prog Monster.